What I'm saying is that in these days and time, parenting is enough ministry. I'm telling you. Say, let them just grow small here, then we send them to America. Are you going to be there? I don't want to say what social media will twist what I'm not saying, so I'm careful. Because small thing now, your boy is now buying bra. So I just like it. And any small when it's like you say door. Where's your bag? Where's your bag? He now likes this kind of bags. And he carries them like this. Wow. There's a father who ought to see that at the root and show him what a man looks like and sit him down. That's not who you are. People find justification because fathers are missing. Fathers. Next year, we're going to begin men's conference across all our branches. Men, are you excited?
Yes, sir.
I can't wait. I can't wait for us to have camp meetings and pray and study and learn. Oh, glory to God. The days are getting darker. And the church must learn how to adapt with these trying times. If you are going to do ministry now, you have to be really called. Because there are... God have mercy. That the father is in the house doesn't mean he's present. Don't you get it? Can he see? Can he hear? Does he have the laws of God to communicate his ordinance to his children? Is he strong? God made man, male and female, created he them. He made Adam as the foundation. They made Eve. The foundation must be strong. You must be strong. You can't be a weakling. You can't change your vision depending on the kind of girl you are asking out. You have to be strong. You have to stay with it, nurture it, and even when it is not speaking yet, be bold about it and don't be lazy. Any society that the men get it right, that society becomes sane. And I want to appreciate all the men in this room. You are the real MVPs. Thank you. Because of you, we believe there is hope. That you didn't say, you go to church, I'll watch online. Thank you. Thank you. I know the society doesn't celebrate you enough when you do right, but we are thanking you this evening. Thank you. You must make the vow that your children will not suffer what you've suffered. You must make the vow. And they will not see the rejection you faced. You must make the vow. Are you still with me? Or should I round up? Now, this is where it gets serious. You see, the issue of loneliness oftentimes comes from abandonment. When children are abandoned to figure out life on their own, at the age that they still need care. Some became breadwinners when they ought to still be getting bread. And sometimes they know that all the family needs me for is the money. When they didn't have, they were nobodies. Now that they have, they are celebrated. A man can give the money, and in his heart is saying, is this it? Have it. And he knows we share nothing together. I mean, male and female now. That's the state of many families. Unfortunately, you get to a point that the only thing you are useful for is the next money, the next bill. There's an auntie calling. My husband didn't drop money for soup. My children are starving. There are the siblings also calling. Money for this, money for that. And nobody cares whether you borrow. Just give. So sometimes people have to start building their life not from level 1, from -10. And they have to strive to even catch up with level 1, then try to catch up with their colleagues. That's the unfortunate case. And that's why it becomes quite funny when we talk down on the importance of getting finance right. Let's marry, we'll see how we go from there. I'm sorry, I'm not going to talk down on faith, but faith without work is dead. One of the purposes of money is for security. Now you are living in a state that you must not have one emergency. And we call it Christianity. Why do we deceive ourselves? People are dying. Somebody is sick. If this fellow is taken to the hospital on time, the fellow will be fine. Then they won't take this fellow to the hospital, not because there is faith, but because there's no money. They now use faith, pseudo faith, to replace lack of money. Then the person dies. Now make God look like an unjust God. God gave the doctors the intelligence. I told you, I was speaking with one of my spiritual daughters on phone. She was sick. So I was hearing a woman crying at the background. So I said, what's wrong with her? She said, their son is sick and the doctors are not taking the child because they don't have money to drop. I said, how much? I can't remember, maybe 10,000 or so. So I said, tell the doctors that I said, take the child, put the bill on me. I told the doctors. The moment the man and his wife heard, they said, thank you, but let him just give us the money. The Bible said, can a mother forsake a sucking child? The Bible never said no. It was an open-ended question, not answered. Because now there are mothers who give birth and put the child in the bag and leave the child. Just last week, a woman gave birth to a child and killed the child. I think dropped the child from about 4 building stories. Gave birth, pushed, then dropped the child. A male child from like 4 building stories, and the child died. If you force such to become mothers, they are emotionally disconnected from the child. So the child's life will be miserable. These are the things that go on to affect our societies. They create a system of imbalance. And until we teach these things with the wisdom of God, when the problem finally comes, even pastors will run. You see, many of you may not understand the importance of my teachings yet. It doesn't matter how much you think is blessing you. Wait for another 10 years. I'm doing these things intentionally and storing them, archiving them. A generation is rising who needs them more. May our eyes be opened. Are you still with me? Loneliness comes from abandonment. Till now, many of you have not still recovered and learned the science of communication. You just find yourself not wanting to see anybody or talk to anybody, and just keep your thoughts to yourself. And sometimes you cry, sometimes you weep. You don't want anybody to intrude. You have friends who think they are your friends, but you know they are not your friends, because you know they know nothing about your life. Maybe you were betrayed and now you are scared of trusting yourself to the hands of anyone. Well, you should be careful, but don't live without friends. And there are some of you that people, it hurts to love you. It is painful to love you because you are just not accepting love. You deflect every form of love in your direction. Once people show you love, you start having panic attack. Why are they showing me love? That's why you're nice, rich. I just go to that church. That apostle, I meet him for door. He just say, shake my hands. I'm not going again. No. Why is love hurting you? Why is it hurting you? You're scared. You are locked in a box and you don't want to be reached. You feel safe when you are alone. And you feel threatened when you are seen. It's risky that way. Come out of the shadows. You have many conclusions that it pays to just do this life alone. Something got you to that point. You weren't born that way. Come out. Have friends. Go out. Enjoy your birthdays. Allow people to celebrate you. You don't have to develop dark philosophies around happy days. It's not healthy that way. You pride yourself in not falling into trouble. Really? But you are in trouble. Because if people should know what you are going through, maybe help would have come. And sometimes when you take this culture into marriage, no spouse is equipped to help you. What marriage solves is the challenge of being alone, not the challenge of being lonely. There's just someone who has now come into your life who will be frustrated because you cry, but nobody knows what you're thinking. You have so much to say, but yet nothing is coming out. You think about so many things, but you only speak sparingly. And the rope that ties a lonely person is fear. Fear of being rejected when you finally say it. Fear of being misunderstood. Particularly if you are married to a spouse who is quick to talk. Come out from that dark shadow. You've dwelt in that space enough. you will be fine.